Today is day 14 of 31 Days of Tarot, and today's question is, what card confuses the heck out of you when it shows up, and why do you think that is? For example, like, if I'm reading with a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, I tend to be okay. I do have a little bit of trouble with court cards and reversals sometimes, but for the most part, I feel pretty good about what their meanings are and pretty confident. So that tends to be also why I use that deck a lot when I read for other people, just because it's like, okay, I don't have to worry about it. It's like, I got this. One deck that I love, but definitely have a challenge reading certain cards with, is the Wild Unknown deck. I pulled out a couple of cards to illustrate my point. Like, I can never remember what the Five of Wands means. I have a trouble remembering what the Four of Pentacles means. Four of Wands, Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So actually, really, I guess I have trouble with Pentacles and Wands on that deck. But there are plenty of cards in that deck that I intuitively know what they are. And also there's a lot of cards in that deck I just remember because it was the deck that I used a lot when I first started taking tarot classes, because I took a bunch of classes from Veronica Varlow, and that tends to be the deck that she uses in her classes. So a lot of things that I remember about that deck probably came from her and the way that she explains cards. But the fact that there are so many cards that I am unclear of with that deck, I do find that I only use that one for personal use, and occasionally if I'm going to do a picture for Instagram or something like that. I do find that I have trouble with some cards in certain spreads too. If the spread is all about answering specific questions, sometimes I will have a hard time if I feel like the card doesn't match up to what the question is. The example that I can think of off the top of my head is I've used a couple of relationship-related spreads that have had positions that have to do with positive things that you or your partner are bringing to the relationship, or negative things that you and your partner are bringing to the relationship. And I seem to have a really hard time if I get a positive card in a negative position or a negative card in a positive position. And I really struggle in those situations to frame what that means. And that is my take on cards that I am not so great at. See y'all tomorrow and have a great day.